chapters got a little tough. And it's a tough read, but I think it was an important book to write because a lot of my friends, the 50s of us, age great group, is going through this as our parents get older and our parents get ill and our parents, or even a young one, that's our children, are going through health issues. And my whole thought was, you know, how come nobody's really writing what you're really reading? You know, being pissed off, being annoyed, being angry, saying you're angry at the world, angry at God, angry at things. I wanted to document that, and I started a little journal way back when my mother got diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, just initially just to make sure I had the doctor's names right, I had the what medicine she was taking right, and just being uber anal, and it became this. It wasn't the plan, it just turned out that way. So I thank you for indulging me and for taking it on and for being here and for listening. Just going to read a little bit from it, mostly about her, of course, because that's what this is. So thank you. I made it to the hospital by 11:30. I picked up some KFC along the way and got some wings for Mom. She was in a seriously fussy mood when I walked into her room. She fussed about them waking her up early for breakfast, fussed about the 4 physical therapy sessions for today, fussed about them fussing about her not eating. She was just plain bitchy. Mom swore up and down she was not going to take any more of their damn stupid iron pills because I've not had a bowel movement in 3 days. Mom complained that the nurse had given her a suppository the previous evening, but it did no good. Needless to say, Mom was in a foul mood all day. Lunch came, and of course she refused to eat it, and she didn't eat the wings I brought either. She bitched and fussed with her roommate Mary and said she was going to throw out this meal like she did last night's meal. Ugh. Still feeling a bit bitchy myself, I interjected, well, if you want to go home, you better eat. Lord have mercy, why did I say that? I can go home anytime if I wasn't in so much pain, Mom exclaimed. I sat quietly for a moment and then got up, retrieved my phone and my purse, and said, I'll be right back. I walked over to the elevators and called my sister Linda. Linda let me vent and we laughed it off. I know Mom feels helpless. I know she feels out of control and this illness is making her feel crazy. I just wish there was something more I could do. I took a deep breath, went to get a soda, or pop as they call it in Indiana.
Yeah!
Grabbed some low-carb cookies and then ventured back into the Queen Bee's line again. Fortunately, I ran into an old neighborhood friend in the cafeteria and had something new to talk about with Mom when I got back upstairs. The therapist soon came to get her for her last physical therapy session before going to radiation. I waited in the room, relishing the silence. Not long afterward, Mom came back and laid down before we headed out to the ambulance. Ray and Lee were on time picking us up, and Mom began joking around with them. Who the hell was this person? Just this morning, she was ready to burn the hospital down. Mom's always been fond of young men, not in a sexual way, but in a flirtatious, playful way, if that makes any sense. Anyway, she sure liked joking with Ray and Lee. Again, she fussed all the way to the center, citing that they had taken too long yesterday and they better not take as long today. We arrived to the appointment about 5 minutes early, and they got her in within minutes. We were out of there before 2:30. Thank God. During the 49 days of my mother's illness, I maintained a daily journal that documented every moment and truth that took place from my point of view. I wanted to know every feeling, the good and not so good, which occurred during the illness until the day she died. In spite of all the arguing, disagreements, and headbutting that took place with my mother, I can say this. My mother's faith in God never wavered. She never blamed God, she never questioned him, nor did she ever cry or feel sorry for herself. I had no idea how strong a woman my mother really was. How I wish I had her strength. Out of all of this, I learned several things that I now call my life lessons, things that have helped me get through the pain of losing my mother. These lessons have helped me disperse the anger I held against God and everyone else for that matter, for such a long time since Mom's death and my auntie's subsequent passing. I'll just only share my most crazy important ones to me. Lesson number 1, it's okay to feel what you feel. Some of us feel we need to race through the anger stage in order to be presentable and good souls and to move on for the sake of others. Bullshit. You feel what you feel. You feel what you feel, period. Forget about appearances. That's just to make other people feel less comfortable about the tragedy you've just gone through. I hate when well-meaning people say, it's all for the best, or you're lucky to have had her as long as you did. That crap really pisses me off. Of course, it's true that Mom's pain and suffering is gone, and she was 73 years old when I lost her, but it's still not okay. Fortunately, I learned to channel that energy and what Mom taught me about helping others and helping make life better for other individuals. I work at promoting annual preventative screenings, physical self-exams, and access to affordable health care, so any abnormalities can possibly be detected earlier. So, to those well-meaning friends and families, don't tell me how to feel. Just be there for us. Trust that we will work through it at our own pace, not yours. Lesson number 3, take care of yourself and be an advocate. I ate and shot myself into a funk throughout the whole 49-day experience. That behavior did not help matters, and it also hurt my health and sanity. Throughout my life, I've tried to maintain a few solid, true friends whom I could depend upon in times like these. I know I should have allowed them in sooner, but my pride and fear of not being in control prevented me from doing so. Sounds like somebody I know. Thank you. A couple of points in here I noted how my mother and my aunts would all live together at some point, and it was always about food, as you can tell. Growing up in the household, my mom made a lot of good meat products and food items, but her most important thing was her bread. She made the most heavenly homemade rolls you've ever tasted. These rolls were the type of Parker House rolls made from scratch and real butter that melted in your mouth and enticed the entire neighborhood. People would put their order in for Mom's homemade rolls every time she baked them. I would take care packages full of Ziploc rolls back to New York for me to eat, and sometimes share with my friends. Not so that even my friends put in their orders for me to bring back rolls every time I went home to visit. Mom teased me that was the first thing I would ask for when I told her I was coming home for a visit. Still, she really enjoyed that, and I and most of Brooklyn loved her rolls. When she died and we went through the house, I found the recipe for those homemade rolls. Now, mind you, my mother always wanted me to learn, she said, how to make the rolls. I tried to watch her because back in the day, folks just do dabs and dips, and they never really measured. I never wrote it down, just watch it. Okay, I'm watching, I'm paying attention, and she sends me to the store for some buttermilk because she ran out. I get back there done in the oven. So when I found the recipe card, I got really, really excited until I flipped the card over and it wasn't completed. The ingredients were there, how to mix it was there, but what happens after that, how high to put the oven, how long to cook them, was missing. So if anybody who knows me as well as most of you do in this room knows, I have this addiction to this one bakery in Pasadena called Sugar Fix. And because I love them so much and because they're like family to me, I called them and I said, do you think you could look at this recipe card and try and make my mother's rolls? They took on the challenge. They gave me trial batches, and booyah. And their card and their shout out to them because I yelped them to death. I had strayed once and went to another confectionery place, and I had to yelp that I sinned and failed going because they weren't as good as Sugar Fix. The energy was not the same, the love was not the same. They did this out of the kindness of their heart, and it's a whole family-run business, and they're on the corner of Raymond and Green in Pasadena, downtown, a block south of Colorado. Enjoy the rolls. I thank you for being here. I'll sign your book if you want. One last thing. I'm sorry, and I don't mean to be long with this, but I always forget the guy behind the camera is a part of my heart. He has maintained the coolest, calmest, most supportive energy throughout all of this, and those of you who also know we lost our little cooch a couple weeks ago, and even this was happening in the middle of it, he just maintained that solidness, and I thank you for being there and for loving me and for loving us and for loving Zorro, and just thank you, and I love you, Gregor Manns.
Love you too, baby.
have wine, we have Mama's Ruffles, we have books to sign. So, and we have a beautiful portrait framed by George Cummings, sitting right here. You saw the radio show that they do.
KHTS AM 1220. Santa Clarita with T and George and T.
George, out of the kindness of heart, just out of the blue. I mean, first of all, he was the first one to say condolences to Zorro and said, I want you to come up, I want you to do an interview. He was like, ah! I'm usually not in front of the camera, so this was a challenge for me, and so I'm grateful to you, and I'm grateful for that portrait, and you framed it and brought one, and I'm just tickled beyond belief because I ain't look that good in the class, so thank you. All right, enough of me. I'm horrible with spelling names. I know your names, but I don't usually spell names. So this is here in case, Manjuro, I spell your name like a Jeep or something. Please write it down, print it for me so I can make sure I sign your book correctly. Please come eat. I'm